Mercury in Pisces, how it impacts your personality and life. In Pisces, Mercury sees life more like an impressionistic painting than one done in the realistic style. Sounds, images, shapes, memory, psychic impressions, emotional tones, all these are absorbed as part of an overall perception. Mercury in Pisces picks up on subtleties in the atmosphere that others might not pick up. Their outlook is dreamy, and often they appear tuned into some distant message or inner vision. You have eerie links to others, even when you haven't seen them in years. The Mercury Pisces person has vivid dreams, where they meet with friends and those who've passed over. Planets in Pisces generally have this quality, and Mercury is the messenger, so it's about all kinds of messages, from the worldly to the otherworldly. Making sense. In Pisces, the mind is directed by the emotions and imaginative impressions, more than by logic. This is a water sign, Mercury, making it one that spirals and talks in voluptuous circles, rather than a straight line. But that's okay, because you often say things that shed light on something that nobody else can. This Mercury is very sensitive to the environment, and is easily jarred by loud noises, and the psychic static of crowds. Your mind is the ultimate psychic sponge, which is both a gift and a challenge. You need lots of time to reflect and unwind your thoughts, and create space to listen to your own rich inner narrative. The shadow side of this is the danger of self-deception. You can believe things that are true in your mind, and this can lead to lying. Your imagination is so strong that it might seem real, but only be something self-created. This gets you in trouble in relationships, when you react against what you think the other is doing, or not doing. You can be evasive in your communication, to the point where others don't trust you. A pull toward the arts. Mercury in Pisces has a naturally artistic outlook, and is often drawn to music, theater, visual arts, filmmaking or photography. It's a mind able to dwell fully in the imagination, and bring those visions to life in their work. There's a healing aspect to what you share, and it strikes others as divinely inspired. This Mercury has a gentle touch socially as well, and is often a bridge between people. You have an innate trust and readily accept what others say, and therefore can be led astray by manipulators and con artists. A key word here is discrimination, and being aware of the dark arts too. Such an emotionally driven Mercury has to guard against being pulled by the heartstrings to dark places. Developing the ability to discern truth from illusion, and to add logic to decision-making, is sometimes a lifelong task. Mercury in Pisces has gifts to share that elevate the experience of life to something transcendent. Yours is a vulnerable, sensitive mind, one that often seeks refuge in fantasy, and checking out somehow, like television or drugs. When lost, this Mercury struggles with fuzzy thinking, unable to handle the details of life. They gain confidence when they find creative self-expression, and release all that are absorbed back into the world. You might lament being so sensitive, and I've known many who wish they weren't such feelers. You also sense the undercurrents, as if there's a running narrative of what's not being said. That's confusing, but over time, you can turn it into a gift, instead of a curse. One of the best ways to do this is through the arts, since that's a pursuit of finding meaning in the vast ocean of experience and ideas. Somewhat vague. People with Mercury in Pisces are dreamy and vague, there is no doubt about this. They are very open-minded, and can't hold on to a belief for too long. The way these guys absorb new information can't be seen in others. When it comes to factual arguments and rational decisions, they simply refuse to accept them. Intuition and feelings are the only things that will convince them to adopt a position towards a certain situation. When it comes to their work, the Mercury Pisces individuals shouldn't be put to do something that requires them to pay attention to details. Not to mention that they will always be with their mind in a fantasy world, and not able to communicate in a direct way. It would be great for them if they would learn how to be clearer with what they are saying. People might take advantage of them easily, because they are impressionable. Their plans will appear unrealistic, because they won't have a strategy in the back to make them work. But when it comes to vision and extraordinary ideas, there's no one better than the Mercury Pisces. The Mercury in Pisces man. You will never find a better listener than the Mercury Pisces man. This guy is intelligent and knows his way around a conversation. The Pisces influence will make him moody, and not all the time ready for a chat though. It would be great if he would have a Pisces woman in his life, because he wouldn't need to verbally express his feelings anymore, because she would sense them straight away. It may seem that the man with Mercury in Pisces can't make a decision on the spot, and he can appear vulnerable, because he is so distracted most of the time. The decision-making part is all about Mercury's influence. On the other hand, they can pick up any kind of subtleties, and come up with solutions 10 times more efficient than others. If they would be more organized, success would be theirs in a second. The Mercury in Pisces woman. These women are intuitive, and good at guessing what's about to happen. These ladies have a maternal sense, can comfort anyone, because they know what to say and what others want to hear, and have an even more developed emotional intelligence than their male counterparts. When someone will want to discuss spirituality with them, they will be the wisest. A woman with Mercury in Pisces believes in a higher power more than in anything else. She will be curious about science and the cosmos. She may rush to conclusions, but this is only because she acts as her feelings dictate. This is how she is using her Mercury's influence. Mercury in Pisces women will never be afraid of changes or confrontations. It's the planet's influence, and that of the two fish pulling in opposite directions. These ladies will always defend their ideas. Mercury Pisces in a nutshell. It can be difficult for Mercury Pisces people to express themselves clearly, because they are too focused on understanding things in their own way, and may suffer from a bit of information overload. If they would be able to control what to learn about and what not, they would be much more efficient, and it would be easier for others to understand them. And it's not only data they need to filter, but also emotions people are transmitting them. When most will believe that something is impossible, the Mercury Pisces will come and destroy all the rational limitations. Their comprehension of the unknown can help them solve puzzles that seem to not have a solution. The negative aspect of this would be that people often don't believe in their projects and ideas. But as soon as they will join forces with more daring people like natives and Aries, they will be able to prove everyone their unconventional methods are sometimes more efficient than the ones which everyone uses. But there's also the other side of the coin. It's possible the Mercury Pisces answers won't work, and people who have helped them will be disappointed and disillusioned. When it comes to friendships, these guys can be the shoulder on which everybody cries. They have a subtle sense of humor and can make people laugh, even when the times are very difficult.